So come on, so come on, so come on. I have no clue how the song goes, but it's stuck in my head. I didn't even hear it today, but it's still stuck in there. I don't know why I'm singing for. I don't know any of the words, but who effing cares because it's not my song anyway. Please don't copyright me. I am just a man singing songs that aren't mine, and I'm making them worse. You should just let me use other people's music. What's up, people? How's it going? I just got off the phone with this gentleman. What is the name of this channel? Pigman JoJo. Pigman JoJo. He doesn't care about subscribers. He doesn't care about anything. He don't care. His give a damn is busted. He don't give a fuck. Now that I forgot that he cusses in this, I'm going to be able to cuss. So he's in Texas. He told me some stuff about some stuff in Texas and some Texas type things. Some Tejas inside info. But the thing is, a lot of it's hearsay, so I can't publish hearsay. I mean, you know, whatever. Anyway, he open carries. He wears a kilt. He's not wearing a kilt in this video. His name's Joseph Walker. He got stopped so many times because you can't just exercise your Second Amendment in Texas. You have to have a concealed carry license to open carry. That almost makes sense in upside down world. So he likes to open carry, like an American. Cops don't like people who like to open carry and exercise their rights, so they stop him. I guess for whatever reason, someone's given the authority to infringe on people's Second Amendment by forcing them to show a concealed carry slave card piece of plastic to open carry, which is basically keeping bear arms. So this guy gets tired of it. So this time, this cop comes up and tries to ID him. And he wears it around his neck so he doesn't have to reach in his pockets. Takes it off his neck, drops it on the ground. And the Piggly Wiggly, his ego just couldn't handle it. And then Joe tears him a new one. So let's watch.
Ordeal. Okay, I'm back with the live feed, the Wi-Fi. The reason why it's becoming a big every time I go out and
the live feed thing is a good idea for safety reasons. Hold on, let me sip on my big gulp here. But the choppiness of it, you miss key things. So I think if I'm ever out doing that, I'm going to look at the screen and be like, hey, man, I'm broadcasting and 14 quadrillion people are watching you. So don't be silly.
Public, there seems to be 2 or 3 of you around.
Well, that's right.
Ordeal. Okay, I'm back with the live feed, the Wi-Fi. The reason why it's becoming a big every time I go out in public, there seems to be 2 or 3 of you around.
Well, that's right. We're law enforcement. We are around, yes, sir.
Well, that's right, sir. We're law enforcement. We're omnipresent. We're everywhere all the time. Especially if you're around carrying a pistol. Especially if people are around exercising their rights. You see, other sheep aren't accustomed to that.
But I mean, why'd you throw your ID on the ground?
So
all I simply did was ask you
for refusal to ID, but I clearly ID'd.
No, you didn't. You threw it on the ground. So I'm just.
So he asks him no ID. He throws his ID on the ground. The cop can look at it if he wants. He can pick it up if he wants. He's just butthurt that this guy doesn't just comply day after day after day of being harassed by cops, and he's tired of it.
Asking why you threw it on the ground. I mean,
when I say he don't give a damn, there you go. He publishes his own address, everything.
It'd been real simple. You just handed me everything.
It's real simple. All I have to do is hand Nazi my papers and go about.
Exactly. If you just hand over your slave card that proves you're allowed to exercise your constitutional rights, then I'll stop infringing on your constitutional rights, see?
On my way. Simple. I have no constitutional rights, no First Amendment.
Yeah, you do have them. Just I got to make sure you can have them.
Second Amendment. Just show me your papers and I'll let you go. But I showed him my papers.
No, you didn't show me until
And
you
I'm
threw
not
them on the
clear to
ground,
go.
sir.
Threw him on the ground, sir. And my eyes can't see past 4.5 feet. See, I'm short-sighted and myopic. And short-sighted and myopic.
So, I'm obviously on fault here.
Of course you're at fault, bro. You're Al-Qaeda. You think the Constitution is still in effect. Don't you know the police have been taught otherwise?
Because I'm open carrying, I'm at wrong until I prove to this cop that I'm in the right. So by proving I'm in the right, I have to show ID. There's my ID. He doesn't like where it's at.
And you threw it on the ground, sir, and I just can't handle that. I mean, jeez. Just give over your slave card and quit acting like there's a constitution. Stop it.
I relinquished my ID and my First Amendment.
You've relinquished your ID to the ground. What a douchebag.
Right to freedom of speech.
You're good to go.
So when a Nazi's sitting there fucking barking orders at you, you have to be nice to him.
I don't bark anymore.
That's an interesting term.
Because I actually said good morning to you.
I do not have to speak to this guy.
That's fine.
So, as far as y'all know, it is Constable Precinct 4's office. They just absolutely love people going about their business and not fucking with anybody. So, here we go. I'm being detained because I refuse to show ID.
You threw your ID.
This ID right here. Now saying I threw my ID, so it's not on the ground. So I'm supposed to hand him my paper.
Well, you didn't hand it to me. You're supposed to respect me, see? When I infringe on your rights, you're supposed to show me respect.
And be nice.
Did I not approach you and say good morning, sir?
So
Did I not approach you and say good morning, sir? Please hand over your slave card? Well, I mean, what else do I got to do?
oh, yep, that's what's happening. And he's really fucking jumping. He's putting his hand on his gun.
Because you have a firearm, sir.
For having a firearm.
It's an officer
So
safety issue.
they all.
Officer safety, see? Blue lives matter, and they matter more than everybody else's lives. I came up to you. I started the whole confrontation. Now my safety's at risk because I put my own safety at risk. And now I'm going to use that as an excuse to kill. If I need to.
Oh, it's a safety issue that I have a firearm, but it's not a safety issue. He has a firearm. So it's like 3 times more likely to be shot by a cop than it is somebody with the concealed.
Negative! You're such a scumbag. Look how offended they get when the truth comes out. You're actually 22 times more likely to be killed by a cop than anybody else in the world. And I'll overlay that over this. I'm going to have to re-record it, but I don't care. It's worth it.
Handgun license, or license to carry now, and that's actually documented. And as jumpy as this little
They can't handle it.
fuck is, with the concealed handgun license, or license to carry now, and that's actually documented. And as jumpy as this little fuck is, oh, now he doesn't have anything to say.
No, I'm not cocky. I'm just, I'm following the rules, sir. As you
Following the rules. The Second Amendment isn't the rule. The rule is the stuff that came after the Second Amendment shall not be infringed. That was just in a suggestion, see? The Founding Fathers, they're just suggesting to us, listen, in the future, when you have a police force, it's just a suggestion that you don't infringe on people's Second Amendment rights. But just do whatever you want. We'll be long dead by then.
should follow the rules as well. As
Did I show you my ID?
Huh?
Did I show you my ID?
No, you did not. You threw your
No,
ID.
It's right there in plain sight, homie. Sorry you don't like the method in which it was shown. It's right there in plain sight. Too bad your vagina's hurting too much. Don't infringe on the Second Amendment, then you won't have a problem, will you?
I didn't show you my...
Again, they start the problem, they make the contact, they start the confrontation, they escalate it, and then it's your fault. How about you leave people alone and follow the Constitution and your oath?
My fucking ID. The
No,
ID
you threw your
that's
ID
right
on the
there.
ground.
And
I'm
then
not
he
going to bend
walks
down and pick
away.
up your ID, sir.
And then he fucking walks away. Wants to see my ID and then fucking walks away.
I didn't walk away. I backed up.
Backed up. Because anybody with the firearm is fucking dangerous. But yet he can have a firearm, but I can't. He can walk and not be molested or fucking detained in any way,
It's because he's a sovereign citizen.
but I can't. So see my ID right here on the ground?
Which you threw.
Which I threw. I didn't drop now. I threw
Yeah, now he's exaggerating.
the license on the ground. Not dropped. I threw it. How hard can you throw a plastic CHL?
And did I not ask you to pick your ID up and you refused?
I do not have to follow any unconstitutional orders.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I guess you got me on that one, so I'll just say okay and pretend like it was never said. Keep doing what I always do.
Yeah, we have to be somewhere, but he has to fucking do this. My ID's right there. No, this is where we stand. If we just keep complying to these fuckers, then all of a sudden they can get away in more and more shit. First Amendment.
That's right.
Yeah, they're right. Yeah.
He is a Nazi. There's another officer right there. You just fucking record and make sure everything's okay. Cause this little son bitch is real jumpy and he likes playing with his guns.
I'll play with my gun. I have my hand where it needs to be.
Yeah. And I'm where I need to be. Yes, and all he has to do is see my license and walk away, but he doesn't want to. He wants me to be cordial while no. This is it. This is how we prove that every time I walk out in public, these fuckers at Constitutional or Constable 4's office always fucking follow me on four-wheelers, on horseback, all kinds of shit. And every
So you got tired of their nonsense, so this is how he's responding now, and good for him.
time I'm fucking stopped, I'm supposed to be nice to these guys. Fuck them. Absolutely fuck them.
Fuck them big, fuck them little, fucking big fucking fuck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I got the gist, man. I got the gist. Anyone tell me what movie that's from, you're the man.
There's my fucking papers right there. I could have been standing here not bothering anybody. I didn't fuck with him. I didn't fuck with anybody else. And I'm just standing here minding my own fucking business, and he's got to be an asshole about it.
That's the reality. He's minding his own business. He's exercising his constitutional rights. And the cops can't handle that. They hate the idea of freedom in its purest form.
So he wants to see my ID. I showed him my ID.
I wasn't an asshole. I just detained you, impeded your freedom, and infringed on your Second Amendment rights. But I said good morning first. Did you miss that part?
He says, give it to me. So I put it on the fucking ground.
What's going on? I was on a traffic stop. I saw the gentleman openly carrying. I came up because it's a public place. I came up. I asked him for his ID. He removed it from inside of his shirt and threw it on the ground. I asked him.
He said no. He said he wanted to see my ID. I pulled it out. He says, give it to me. So I took it off and dropped it on the ground.
Why did you do that?
There's my ID right there. Am I still being detained? My ID's right there.
Now watch. They will not answer if he's still being detained. This guy just wants to cop-splain and cop-splain and cop-splain. And good job, Joe, by talking over him and not letting him cop-splain you. Good job.
You can tell me all you want.
Yes, my ID's right there. Am I still
Okay.
being detained?
Wait a second.
Am I still being detained? I have an ID to carry this gun. Am I being detained?
Until I verify that you
Then
are,
verify it right
Can you
there.
Pick it up for me,
No, I
please?
refuse to pick it up.
You refuse to pick
I
it up.
refuse to pick it up. He wanted to see my ID. I showed him my ID, and my ID is
Are you
right
aware
there.
that the open carry law says you have to furnish the ID to the officer?
Yes, and it's right there. It's
Okay,
not
so
under
you
my
go on the
control.
ground.
Here, I will back up, and y'all can do whatever you want. I'll even turn around.
Let me cop-splain this to you. Let me cop-splain this to you. See? When you throw it on the ground, our vagina start throbbing, and we don't know what to do. And then usually we need 7 cop cars to come and look at your slave card because you're not just bending over like everybody else.
No, it's in here. Further to video me.
I'll turn around.
Still cop-splaining. Now Joe starts making noises over him. Now he's got his hand. This is another good thing to do because I did this on a traffic stop, put my hands up in the air. So now Joe goes up against the wall like he's a prisoner of war, puts his hands up against the wall to make these Nazis feel safe.
All right. When you throw it on the ground, you put it on
Still cop-splaining.
safety
you throw it on the ground, you put police officer safety at risk, even though you're 22 times more likely to be killed by one of us than we are of one of you. Police officer safety is the ultimate cover-all blanket statement we can use to justify every single unconstitutional action we take. See, even though your back's turned towards us and your arms are against the wall, I can't help but to cops blame. I can't just pick up the ID and do my job. I have to discipline you in order for you to have your slave training. Please don't show other people that they could just throw their ID on the ground, which is actually what you should do.
Putting officer safety at risk. The officer could have walked right past me. I'm putting officer safety at risk.
Just an officer safety.
I got my hands on the fucking wall, and I'm not doing a fucking thing. See there, he picks it up. Don't break it.
They verify that's still a good license and let him go. But
No. If you don't have anything to say to me, don't talk to me.
I do have something to say.
I don't care what you have to say. I'm within the law. I did nothing illegal. I have nothing to say to you. I have nothing to fucking hear from you. You can go away. He's got my ID. As soon as he verifies it, I get to walk.
You want my name?
No, I don't give a shit about your name.
Can I get your name?
You can go away. You got my name. You got my fucking ID.
Okay. All right, Mr. Walker. All right, we'll verify who you are.
Mr. Walker, so you know what my name is, but you still want my name? So you can read?
All right.
It's political oppression by Constable 4's office that they see anybody with a gun, they just climb all over their fucking asses. Bullshit, and I'm fucking tired of it. Leave it.
Walker, here you go.
I'm not touching an officer. You can drop it just the same as I did.
No, sir, I'm not going to drop an ID. That's not fair.
It's not fair. It hurt my feelings, so it must hurt your feelings too. I'm going to show that I have the moral high ground.
Man, could I hand it to your mother?
No, it's not hers. It's mine. You
Well, I
can drop
understand
it.
that, but I mean...
I'm not touching you, as twitchy as you are to shoot somebody.
Yes, sir. Might have a better day.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. You got it, brother. I bet you this cop pulls him over yet again on a different day. And then again, maybe not. Now that he's become famous.
Fucking cops.
So there you go, guys. That's what's his name? His name is Joseph Walker. Let's see what the channel was. Pigman JoJo. Pigman JoJo. It was a pleasure talking to you, Joe. Look forward to seeing you, talking to you in the future. Blah, 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 blah. Please subscribe to my channel. Definitely cannot monetize this fucking goddamn video for fucking sure. So, yeah. Go to Etsy.com and type in John's Coin Rings without any spaces. Click the bell. When you click subscribe, this magical bell appears. And if you don't click that, they won't tell you when I upload videos. It's another special gimmick that YouTube does to... I don't know why they do it. Please, let me take over YouTube. We'll have a cursed channel, man. You just click a button. Suitable, not suitable, cursing, not cursing. You want to advertise on shit with cursing? Fucking advertise on shit with fucking cursing. God, sheesh. Almighty. All right, everybody. Bye. Love you.